So what's up people and welcome to another Alita YouTubers video. Yeah, I haven't done one of these for a while and so I thought I would do so before too many videos start piling up and I don't get a chance to talk about them. Now, there are a couple of things that I do want to talk about before I begin. So I don't know how long this video will go, and I'm not sure if I will be able to get to the full list of the uploaders. But there are some important things that I do want to talk about prior to that, so I apologize for that and I hope you don't mind. First of all, I would like to give a huge apology to Moonheart X. Yes. First of all, I am sorry. During my last upload video, I introduced one of her music videos. She does some very nice music videos, but as you can see, as I'm mentioning right now, she does some very nice music videos. If you look at the previous video that I talked about her video, I said he does some very nice music videos. So yes, I was making a very grave gender error in the way I was introducing her videos. And so thank you very much, Moonheart X, for clarifying that in a very friendly sort of way. And once again, I apologize for that. And to be honest, if I make any errors or if there is any question to which you are wondering if I have no knowledge of something such as the gender or the way the name is pronounced or whatever in any of the uploaders that I talk about in these types of videos, then please tell me as a comment, because to be honest, making an error once is bad enough. Making it hundreds of times is pathetic. And so if there is any errors that I am making, then please make sure to clarify as Moonheart X provided. Okay, that's one of them. The other one I do want to apologize to is $60 billion double dollar man. I think that's how it's called. Who of course is previously was named Revan. And I kept on making the analogy to the $6 million man, Steve Austin, probably because I'm showing my age. But it turns out that, of course, $60 billion double dollars is the bounty for Vash the Stampede, who is the main character in the manga series Trigun. And yeah, if you notice his channel, his icon, his character icon, is now actually Vash the Stampede, and so now I could understand why he calls his channel the $60 billion double dollar man channel, referencing that character. But being an idiot like I am, I went to a completely different character and made a bunch of comments with that. So once again, Revan or Vash or $60 billion double dollar man, I apologize for that. I've read Trigun a little bit, but I didn't read it enough to know what his bounty was. And so yeah, I'll try to make sure to remember that for the next time. Okay, so those were the two personal messages that I wanted to send out, personal apologies, and thank you very much for both of you for being so considerate. The next one is a much more general one, but it's also a much more important, in my personal opinion, and a much more grave one. And so I do want to talk about this. I typically go around near these upload dates and look for any new Alita videos that are around. That's the way I do things these days. And so, yeah, during this time, I ran into a very nice music video. It was called Alita Battle Angel in the End. And it was by a recent uploader who uploaded this music video recently. Yeah, of course, recently. And I was watching it. I was very impressed by the video. And I was mentioning how nice it was. And it was during that time that, yeah, I was told the video was not created by this uploader. And in fact, it was one of Pooley's videos. And in fact, it was one of Pooley's videos that's titled Alita Battle Angel in the End. And I went to look at it, and sure enough, scene by scene, it's exactly the same video. The music has changed, which is interesting considering the fact that the actual song that is chosen is originally by Pooley was In the End, or I think it's called or was it Alive? I can't remember, by Surhat Dermis. I can't remember. No, it was In the End. That's right. And the new music was with this uploader was Alive, but he still had In the End as the actual title, which was like you're kind of revealing yourself there, sir. But in any case, I want to thank MoonHeartX again for notifying me that it was not original video, and that's what comes into this comment. You know, throughout this entire discussion with regards to the support for the Alita franchise, whether it's the manga or the anime or especially the movie, there has been a strong camaraderie by the people who support this franchise, because of the fact that we may have differences in opinion, but we all have the same objective, which is that we want to support this franchise and express ourselves in how much we like the entertainment factor of any of the mediums in this franchise. And so it's kind of sad to see when original piece of work by one of the artists is actually then taken and copied by another uploader. And I don't know what the motive is, and to be honest, right now it's not the point. I also am not going to name who that is, since Pooley himself knows about this, and of course MoonHeartX also knows about this as well, so I'll leave it to them as to how they want to move forward with this. This is not a shaming discussion. But I do want to make a general statement out to this particular uploader, as well as anybody out there who is developing uploads. The thing that I enjoy about making this sort of video is that it gives the ability for me to really appreciate all the quality work that has been put in by everybody. And the nice thing about it is you could tell from the different perspectives and the different types of mediums that everybody uploads that there is a heart, compassion to what they do. And it's really nice to see it in that way, whether you take something that is very comical, very informative, but very edgy, like Den's work, or you take something that's very much more logical and discussions like the Alita Army podcast, or you take something that's much more creative, artistic, by artists such as Pooley or MoonHeartX or Alita Army or many others, or you take something that is very philosophical, like the very nice work that comes out from people like Enigma Seeker. You know, you could tell that they take a lot of pride and take a lot of effort into creating this. And for what we feel, we like to support each other because of the fact that we tend to like to see more of this effort. And so it's very painful whenever we see this sort of situation where somebody's just copying somebody else's work. And in this case, it's pretty obvious because, once again, scene by scene is exactly the same video. The music may have been changed. For whatever reason, the title was not to the new song, but the video scene by scene is. And that brings up a second part of this discussion, which makes it that it is very difficult sometimes to differentiate between what has been taken from somebody else versus what is original, because of the fact that there is a certain finite amount of scenes that we can create. We have basically 2 hours of a movie, some pages of a manga, and less than 2 hours of an anime series. And with all of that, we typically make a video on it. So, and since we all tend to like the same scenes in the movie, we tend to use similar sorts of scenes when we make a video. And when we add similar sorts of songs to it, it becomes very difficult to differentiate between the two. For example, one of the most popular songs that I see in the music videos is one called Unstoppable by Sia. And if you look for that, Alita Battle Angel Unstoppable, you'll see a tremendous number of videos out there. And of course, they all have very similar scenes coming out. So it's really difficult to differentiate between the two. So we tend to go by trust in being understanding that each one of these are created originally by a person with passion who wants to really show what they can express. And this is what it comes down to as a message to anybody who is considering, maybe I should take somebody's video, slap a song on it, or even take the same song and just upload the same video and get a few likes. First of all, this is a relatively small incestuous community. If you do that, somebody will eventually find out. It probably won't be me because I'm an idiot, and I'll probably not even realize that you've done that. But somebody much more astute than me will eventually find out. And then you will not get the likes. And not only that, you probably won't get the likes for anything you make in the future because you have cried wolf, if you understand what I'm talking about. But the second is you are in many ways doing yourself a disservice. This is a creative effort. And for that, every one of us tends to like to bring out the creations that we do. And what's interesting about this community is, unlike many other communities that are constantly arguing and beating each other up within that community, this community is very supportive of many other people who upload videos. Heck, you could tell that because if you look at any one of my videos, yes, there's a bunch of people who upload some of the stupidest videos I have ever made. And yet they are very supportive of it. So, if you want to be creative, if you want to get the likes, then be bold enough to create your own video. And yes, if you can upload somebody else's video, that means that you do have a computer or access to a computer. And if you have access to a computer, then you should be able to get access to the scenes of Alita Battle Angel, at least. Even if you don't have the movie, I will say, you can take the scenes from other music videos, separate them into the individual scenes of there, and create your own creation. That's what we all do, right? I mean, we are not creating images ourselves. We are taking sections of another creation, which is the movie itself. And so all of us, to some extent, are taking a creation from somewhere else. But it's not an exact copying. It's something from the heart where they feel that they could put together something that will match in the flow and the feel of that song and bring out something that is very enjoyable for somebody like me to watch. And believe me, Pooley is one of the masters out there. If you want to take it from somebody, you should not take it from Pooley. He's one of the most followed music video creators in the Alita Battle Angel community. So yeah, I mean, first of all, leaving the title is probably not a smart idea. Taking probably from the most famous of all the creators is not a great idea. And overall, hurting yourself, not really hurting yourself, but putting yourself down by not creating your own content is self-destructive in many ways. And if you don't have a video editor, then go get one. Because if you go to DaVinci Resolve and download it, it's free. And so there should be no reason why you can't get a video editor, with the exception of if that computer is not yours, but then there is some point where you may want to reserve yourself and not upload videos until you have the proper equipment. But if you do have a computer, and it's a relatively recent computer, then yes, go to, let me just check. Okay, thank you for waiting. Go to Blackmagic Designs website, and they will have available DaVinci Resolve for you to download for free. And believe me, it's a really, really good editor. Many of my videos are made with DaVinci Resolve, although I do have Premiere Elements. I find that DaVinci Resolve actually does a better job in rendering than Elements does, at least my old version of Elements. And so, yeah, then you have the editing capability, you have the ability to get sections of images, and if you want to get the music, and create your own music video. And at that point, I don't think anybody in the community will give you any hard time. In fact, I think a lot of the people will support you because of the fact that, again, there are only a few of us who want to support this franchise. And I think it's to the best of us if we support each other and make sure that the people who are creating these contents get the chance to be spotlighted. But if you are going to upload somebody else's video and call it yours, I'm sorry, I will not announce it so long as I know about it. Yeah, again, I am an idiot, so I may actually do it by mistake. If I do, yes, many of you will correct me when that happens. So anyway, do yourself a favor and make your own videos, because of the fact that if you upload, first of all, you'll avoid any conflict. You'll probably get a ton of support. I'll be happy to mention you. And the most important thing is you'll be proud of the product that you made. And so anyway, that was the comment that I wanted to make. So I've already spent 20 minutes. And what I think I will do is I will tomorrow do the upload list. So you will see basically the same background and the same thumbnail. With maybe I'll change the color on that's next to little Alita or little Yoko here staring at the YouTube book. And yeah, I'll go through that. But I did want to talk about this first. And I thank anybody who then reconsiders, thinks about it, and starts creating their own video. Because I think it is the right way to do it. And I will be really interested to see what you create. So anyway, sorry for the rambling. I'll make the list tomorrow. And thank you very much for watching. And until tomorrow, Jaya, nice day, everyone.